Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in this world. This is Hajin Nee with a morning update for Bitcoin. We are seeing a bounce. If we can make a higher high, that's the key today. If we can make a higher high above 14,630, that would be ideal. The reason why I come up with that is because if we do get a higher high, then we could be running for that D wave. And if we do, that D wave should be somewhere in the range of 15,674. Yesterday I said, let's see if we get a bounce off the support. I had said that this support had acted as a very good, strong support for quite a while now. Bounced up. It was established about here, bounced up here, bounce, bounce, bounce. The only thing is, with support and resistance, the more times it bounces off, the weaker it gets. Very similar to a battering ram hitting on a door or wall. Every time he hits, the wall gets weaker. Same thing with the resistance. Every time it hits, it'll get weaker. So I believe this line here will be a resistance, obviously, the top line of the triangle. So once price goes past 14,630, that'll be ideal, and hits this one, it'll likely bounce off and generate the E wave. And if that's what happens, then I think we may be in a very good situation. Now we still have that bear flag scenario still on. We need to get a resolution. And as I've said consistently now for a few days, we're at a critical juncture. But personally, with all of the bullish indications on the side of the altcoins, it would be very surprising to me to see a crash in the Bitcoin. I mean, just from everyone out there is begging for this crash. And believe me, as a trader, you do not want to be a beggar, lest you become a professional beggar. That is not how this works. Now, if we look at the volume, is decreasing significantly. So the volume decrease is quite noticeable. Look, it's just fallen precipitously. And it'll go by the time it comes to E, it'll come to almost just a drib and drab. If this is a triangle that I'm looking for, then we should see a very steady decline of the volume as we are already and have been since A wave. Steady decline of the volume measures out to almost nothing at the end when the E wave hits. What this is saying to me, there were a lot of sellers here. Boy, they tried their hard to drive this thing and dump it as hard as they could. And they had a good attempt. Bounced, and then they try again to just knock it down. But I think when moving within a contracting line of a triangle, there were a lot of sellers here. I can tell you down here had a hell of a lot less sellers. They recovered. Hell of a lot less sellers. Look, sellers are going away. And they're going to try again. Keep trying until not a seller to be spotted happens. And when there are no more sellers at the E wave, there are only buyers. And that's what makes price explode. That's what causes price to explode upwards. Okay, now let's look at the MACD. What have we here? The MACD is turning up. The positive divergence that we saw here of a higher low in price and a lower low in the MACD was very telling of this bounce. I can assure you there's a lot of confidence coming through now where the buyers are going to get sick and tired of this. The bulls are going to get sick and tired of waiting around. But we've got a little more time to go if the ABCDE plays out. And if that is correct, once the D hits, let's keep an eye on the 15674. But before that, we need to get a higher high above 14630. That'll be ideal. Now, during these days here, I've been on shopping spree. I've been buying coins with the cash that I generated, and which consisted of about 10% of my portfolio. I have been deploying that and buying at a bargain basement price. Many I know have sold here to generate cash. No, you sell in this region to generate the cash. You sell when everyone's buying. You buy when everyone's selling. Easier said than done, I know. All right, that's my analysis for today. I hope this has been very informative. Last but not least, I want to share with you a group coaching session that I'm going to be holding. And it'll be the first ever session to be held on January 20th, this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please consider going to the website and I'll type that. It's not showing here. Okay. I will type that at the end of this in another screen for the exact link to go and register. There's only a limited number of spots. So if this is something that maybe you could get a very good, better introductory to the techniques and my methods, it might be something that you might consider to be as time well spent to be had. Because for an hour and a half, I'll go over my methods with early wave analysis and chart pattern recognition. We'll work on trade setups. You can submit your key questions ahead of time. And then after that, we'll just go through chart after chart, count and project, count, pattern, and project. So that sign up website is, so if you can type in this address, I will try to make a linkable form. If the first website address does not work, just simply remove the S, and then it should be able to bring you to the link for the information and the sign up page. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments, and have a great day.